Hello everybody and welcome back to Transport Fever. We've got a new map. I'm afraid I've had to ditch the last map. I had some problems with my computer and I've recorded pretty much another 2 episodes, and the video file and audio was corrupted and they were unwatchable. I'm afraid I was encountering problems with that last map as well though. It was too small. There wasn't enough room for me to do things properly, so, and I'm not building one of them canals again, never. It was too much, so I've gone with a very plain, very simple square map with a few mountains around the edge for scenery. I've cut down the vegetation to the minimum, so there's only a few trees dotted about. These are the remnants of the towns. The map isn't blank. There was actually 10 towns on here which I've deleted, so I've been and bulldozed them all, so I'm going to rebuild them myself. So I've just left them. I've done it this way so that I've got some areas that are named, because it was just A and B on the last one and everything was it was A train station or B train station, or so at least now they'll all have names. So I'll try and build the sort of towns around where the name placements are. So I've just left. You can see where the streets were before, in between those trees. So I've just left them like that. We're going to we'll redo the areas and they'll get deleted as we do them. Yes, so I've got quite a few mods turned on, 200 and something. I've got quite a few trains, and we're starting in 1960. So it does look flat, but it's not actually that flat. It's quite undulating, the ground. So it's sort of hilly and bumpy and lumpy. Show you. Get a bit of track. I think like you can see there, so we should get some opportunities for bridges and things, and get it all decorated up. But I wanted to start with something really plain and get rid of all the vegetation so that we can squeeze more frame rate out of it. So I've done that with the config editor. So I can share this map, but it won't be like this. It'll have trees and rocks on it, unless you start with the no rocks, which I always do. I use a config editor to cut down on the amount of trees that will appear on the map, but your game will generate a lot more, and there would be 10 towns and 2 businesses on 2 industries on there anyway. I don't know if you can hear the seagulls in the background, but they're making a right racket. With sound effects, realistic sound effects for the seaside. Yeah, so I'm going to start building down here. I'm going to start in the middle. I'm going to start with a depot. What I want to do first though is actually go and flatten an area out. Ooh, what's that? A new tractor. I haven't looked through the mods for a while. Yeah, I had a bit of a break after the last one because it just frustrated me. So, no, there used to be a heart symbol down here. It's not in there, is it? I've got to try and find the bulldozer now, and I can't remember where it is. Is it in this one? There it is. Right, so I want to flatten out an area. I want to make sure the depot's perfectly level. Start from about here. Do quite a big area. We'll level that out. Oh, then that's not very straight. I straight. We're gonna have some. I've got the British speed tracks on here, so we can restrict speeds, which I'm going to do through the depot. 50. I'll just make sure these are perfectly flat. Now then, we're going to have a main sort of high speed line going round all the way around the outside, and then maybe cutting up through the middle, and then just have some sort of commuter routes going in between them. I'm not sure how far I want to come with this. We are going to have a goods line coming through here as well. Although with the goods, I'm going to use the import and export industries, I think. I'm not actually going to go and set up individual... I don't know what I might do, we'll see. I want 4 tracks with a gap in between them, so we can have goods trains going past the passenger train. Get rid of that central section. Right. Now then, with this being on the flat, I should be able to just go and place the depots down and they'll hook up nice and easily. It's that one. Make sure it's lined up. I haven't got a wireframe. Need a wireframe. Just thinking which way around I want this depot facing now. Going quite far down. Getting quite close to the sea. That's alright. Start with one about here. Just thinking I'm gonna run another line. Another pair of tracks along here. Rather than having the depots coming straight out onto the main line. I'll have them joining up a bit further up out of the way. Now then, we've got a depot facing that way. Can I just make a few more? Let's get this lined up. I'm going to loosely base some of the places on actual places. I'm taking a bit of inspiration for this depot from the one at Leeds. I've got a picture on my other screen and I want this to be kind of similar to that because I like the look of it. So I'll use that narrow depot in that one. That's the narrow one. A little gap in between them. I'm just wondering now whether they've actually sunk into the ground, because they look like they have. think you're going to give me bumps when you connect up. Join them up with a bit of track then. At least that way they're definitely not sinking. No, that's not very straight. Maybe if I run a few tracks along here, then it's definitely going to be parallel. So there, just bulldoze these. Right. Yeah, see now it's sunk the depot a little bit rather than the track. Or is it right? It's raised the depot a little bit rather than the track. Rather than sinking the track. So that's fine. Don't mind that. The thing is, it means doing this all the way along. Sort of give it a bit more room. An hour of me just going click, 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 click. I'm going to try and get through things a little bit quicker than I have been doing. I'm going to sort of not concentrate on too small details. At least attempt to. That's one thing that always sort of... I end up getting bogged down with really little details and just faffing about for ages trying to do stuff. Doing that canal, it was hard work and it was ridiculous. It really it annoyed me because it was so difficult. Right, so I want this to come back to about here. Make sure that's definitely straight. Actually, I wanted it a bit closer. Now we're going to use one of these ones. Oh, stop snapping. I'm trying to figure out which track I want. One of them two anyway. Yeah, leave a little gap in between them. We'll get rid of these in a minute. Right, let's have a look at I want to do a big long one in here. Do you want to take a bit further? Is that the one I wanted? I haven't got a great deal of choice with these, that's the only problem. I wish I had more depots and stuff. More variety. Right, so let's get it on that one and bring it a bit further down here. These little bits. Just go bulldoze all these now. Now I want something facing the other way as well. There's a really long one, sort of facing down at an angle like that. It has got a white roof on the actual one, but I'm not copying it exactly. I'm just sort of taking a bit of inspiration from it. So, piece of track out there. Not too much of an angle. It's a bit quite as angled as that. It's better. Right, so he's going to need to come out onto there as well. Bring that a bit further up. And then this line is going to run sort of through here. Go from a bit further back. So I'm going to try and... Yeah, stop snapping. I'm trying to get it alongside that one. Go to there and take it back a little bit. Yeah, that's better. And then it's going to come around, sort of swoop around the back of this one. Come to about here. It's going to end up being quite a big depot. Right, so get a couple more tracks coming down this way. Let's get them hooked up onto there. Now there's like a, round about here, there's a big sort of grey patch. Now I have got a mod which is actually a Train Fever mod. It's this one. It's on the German site and it gives you like concrete ground textures and things. Now there's an area on here. Like I said, I'm not trying to copy it exactly, but I am going to copy it quite a bit. It's kind of lucky. I've got two monitors, you see, and I've got Google Earth open on Google Maps open on my other monitor. I'm looking at an overhead view of it. Right, I'll tell you what I do want to do. I want to get a bit of track lined up with that entrance. Go flat as far as you can. It's a pity I can't just tuck that in there. It's actually getting really complicated now. I'm kind of wrecking my own head here trying to think about what to do. So I'm in two minds whether actually to copy the actual depot completely or kind of alter it a bit. Right, there's another building down here, and this looks like a sort of, I don't know whether it's some kind of platform along here. About I'm just in two minds whether I want to put this or a longer one. I've got my turntable one as well. Now there is a turntable round about here, but I want some sheds. Actually, I am going to do this a bit differently than the way it is set out. Which way round do I want this now? I'm going to face that way. Oh, actually. It's weird how everything just sort of sinks. I think this is a mistake I've made in the past, is not connecting things up to bits of track and then connecting track up to them later. You start getting bumps and lumps everywhere. Right, number of roads on the right. On the right side, number of roads on the left. Go with 10. Get some sheds. And yeah. Maybe drop that down to 8 or 7 even. 6 will give us sort of facing one another. I think I'll go with 8 there. I like riding out of these depots because you start off on the inside and the doors open. I really like the way it looks. You can have a bit of a train ride through the depot as you come out. Right, just before I connect any of these bits up, I want to make sure I'm doing all the tracks in the middle here. I think we'll go with some sort of storage lines here. Oh, I just want it to come out straight without snapping. That's kind of straight. Probably go with this end. And that's enough. Now these don't really need to be properly connected up to anything, but thinking maybe if I get them down here we can sort of just hook them on. Nothing's going to be coming up here. Do them like that. I don't think that one's done it. Do that one, but it's a bit odd. Just thinking I connect it up onto that one instead. I'll do one more just for the just for continuity. Thinking about this junction here. these all look flat. I'm not going to be able to tell till I run a train across it. Right, so I want to put a couple more around the outside there. So in two minds of putting this building on this side. Do another one of them maybe. I've got this as well, but it's really big and it's, yeah, it kills the frame rate when you've got it open. So it probably doesn't do great for your frame rate if you're using it in the game anyway. Thinking whether I want another building like this actually. I have got another shed in the assets somewhere. No, I've got all the, I've got this as well. Now then, I can definitely use this. Sorry about me flying around like this with the camera, but I just need to see where things line up to. I think I could use this for a couple of little shunters just going around the outside. Pop that there. So I've maybe lined it up with a track first. I don't think them doors are going to line up with a track anyway. They're not really, yeah, they're not really lined up. I wish they'd make these things so they fit together properly. That's it, if I just pull the track off from the front of it. Just like that. It's a bit better lined up. We move that building over a little bit. Shame I can't turn the collision off. I could have it. I'd like to have it overlapped over the track, so it looks like the tracks are going in. Can I bulldoze that little bit off the end? No, it won't let me. Ooh. That'll do. I was thinking then, if we have the oh, I was going to squeeze it inside there. Oh, that's a pity. I'll just put them there instead. Oops, wrong one. Get another one on this side. So I'll have the shunters running up to these. Just have to put a bit of gravel underneath or something, just to cover that green bit up. Now I'm going to have a little sort of courtyard area in there. Right, now then, how we're going to attach this lot up. So this is going to want to come and join up onto this somehow. Let's get another one going up there. Doesn't need. I think I'm going to get rid of this one. I think this one's going to be too far over. I'm not going to be able to get it hooked up onto that track anyway. Yeah. Smooth all that out. Let's tidy that up a bit. You just... Oh, it's because that's a platform. Right, there we go. I just wanted that out of there. Right, so he needs to come over onto there. That needs to split like that. This one needs to be able to get over onto there. See with it coming off a bit earlier. Do that. Do I just want the one track coming off there? I'm not sure yet. I don't think I'm going to get this one out of there though. Oh well, I'm surprised. Just take that out a minute. Can always double slip switch these. I need to if I'm going to connect this up. Go on to that one. Now I'm going to get that connected onto anything. Oh, there. It's looking a bit wacky already. Actually, no, I don't want that one connected up onto there. Just wondering if I can get out this way at all. Get some more tracks in there. Right, we'll get out on that side. We'll go to there with that. just run that back up there. Just need to be able to get out onto that track. Just thinking if I can get some more in here. Now then, this one needs connecting up. Thinking that, so before I do that one, get rid of that. Want another couple of lines running down the inside here. Close that one. Let's just set that back a smidge. Give me the end, please. There we go. Oh, that's tight. I wasn't sure whether that was going to go in there or not. Actually, I don't like that. Yeah, take it back to there. Go on, give me the end bit. There we go. Do a little bit first then. Where the heck am I going to hook this one up to? Have to come from here, I think. Right, to get a bit of gravel, it always looks better with a bit of ballast. Yeah, I've got some bolts in there as well. So I'll stick some of this around the place and then make it look a little bit better. Yeah, I'm going to add all the trees and stuff in later. Just want to get things positioned. Before I go and do any sort of heavy decorating, I'm going to try and avoid really heavy decorating. But I want to get a bit more of the track laid in this time and stuff. Get some trains on the go earlier on. And it's sooner. Right. Get some ballast around the place. A bigger brush. A few little bits here and there, but I'll sort them out later. Right, let's get a bit of track running up here. totally deviated from what the original one looks like. We're going a bit mad around here. Still won't mind some tracks in that bit as well though. Oh, I can get to there. Come a bit further back. Stick a few engines on this bit maybe. Yeah, you're not joining up anywhere. Get rid of them bits. Does this one join on? If I move it a little bit, let's I want to go out that side if I can. No, it's not letting me. I think I'm going to need kind of little road connection over that. Right, where we're hooking this up onto. Just hook it up onto the main line, I think. Try and do it like this. That came out quite well. I know there's that track pattern thing where you can go and set things like that. But I just spend too much time faffing about with it. I find it annoying. There's too many options, too many buttons to press. I'd rather just build it myself. Right. So this needs to be able to get out. Let's take a bit further. Not snapped. Let's get that up onto there. Speed doesn't really matter there. Yeah, that'll do. I think this is going to be the goods line. Probably. Need that bulldozer a bit. Could have had a couple coffee sat here for 45 minutes. Excuse me a second. It's a big swig of coffee. Right, I need to set these out a bit further. One in the middle first. Stay snapped. What are you doing weird stuff for? Right now. The outer one first. Go on. Try it from this side. Right, we'll use normal track from there on. I'll put a speed marker, a 50-mile-an-hour speed marker there. So let's just get some medium tracks. See what I mean about the land, it's definitely not as flat as it looks. So I think the speed marker should go around here somewhere. Maybe in here. He scrolls at 1,000,000 miles an hour. Yeah. I know I could look in the menu, but I don't know which ones are which menu they're in. Right, so just a little bit in front of it. Try to get these lined up. Right, we're gonna need signals there as well. Then we want taller ones. What about there? And then we could have a station master's hut here somewhere, a signal hut, station master's hut, whatever you want to call it. Right, so we want one there. One there. These need to be one way. I can't click on the signal. Oh, not double slip switch, I need the signal. That's a bit weird, I can't click on them. Probably because they're modded. Right, so I'll need a few along here as well. Don't need any on that bit, this bit we do. This bit here. Again, we'll have a signal master down at the end here. Right, this train's going to be coming out of that one. Signal there. Train's going to be going down that way, so did I put one at this end? I think I did. Good. Right, so let's get some medium speed track. Are we on medium tracks yet? Don't want to take it too far because that's going to be town centre up there. Let's get them signals. I've left that one off because I wanted to see where the break was. I'll put that one in now. That's there we go. Anything coming through here now has to do 50 mile an hour. Got a little signals up there somewhere. In JK's, yeah. I really like these, and they come in different colours as well. But I like the LMS one, red and white. Well, I've one of them at that end and then one at the other end as well. Need a bit more ballast down there and stuff. How we doing for time? Right, 52 minutes in. So, need to go decorate, need to put bushes in, need to put a few train carriages around the place. Could do with a few more tracks around sort of the back end. I'm going to have a bit more staging area there. There is more tracks on this side, but I don't want to go too mad with the tracks. I just think I'm going to have one more staging area here. I think I'll go up to, that's it, I might take this a bit further back. Leave a bit of room in front of the building. How do I take it further up? I'm not sure. Now then, what I haven't thought about is he can get out of there. Where am I going to send this shunter to? I think I might pull off a couple of tracks here and stick a little stop at the end or something. Yeah. Let's do this bit first. Oops. Why you no snap? Get rid of a couple of them. it further down yet. To about there, I reckon. Let's whiz these out. Quite left enough room on this side, better do this side first. Yeah, go to there. Just thinking about where I'm going to send this little train now. Could do with having him sort of coming across and maybe getting on here or something. I'm wondering about hooking these bits up as well. I think this end one's going to hook up. No. Do the end one first. Right, so that's as far as it'll go. There we go, that's better. I'll bring these ones a little bit further down. Sorry about them. Stupid mouse zooming in on its own. Right, now what I was thinking is maybe if I could get this to hook on that down there somewhere. Perhaps if I come from that side it might do. Right, let's get some signals there. Let's use little ones. Yeah. Do I really want one there? It's going to block that junction. Get one here that's not one way. I might have to play around with signals a bit later on if so I'm going to need some down this side as well. Right, we're on the hour mark. No time lapse. Although I might just go and decorate this up actually. Yeah, I'll give you yeah, go on, I'll give you a time lapse. I'm going to get this decorated up and then I might run the little train back and forward at the end of it. I'll just hook up a little platform at each end and then just run a train back and forward through there. Right, alright, I'll jump back on at the end. Alright, I'll see you in a bit.
Let's light up the night, looking down the edge of forever. So stop me or take my advice. Have you lost your will for the saving? Are you finally going insane? Getting so fed up with believing, comatose, still alive. These are the days my heart goes numb. Yeah, one of these days will be the one. Looking for answers and found a disaster. These are the days my heart goes numb. My heart goes numb. Looking for answers, what a disaster. These are the days my heart goes numb. My heart goes numb. I brought it on myself. I was blinded enough. I never meant it to harm. You fall into yourself. I was breaking the walls. I never heard the alarm. Now I'm rising to fall behind. I've been holding on to your arms. Been fooling myself. You were moving on to find another way home. It's all in my heart if you want it. I don't deserve it. I just wanna know. It's all in my heart if you want it. I don't deserve it. I just wanna know if we can go back. If we can go back. If we can go back. I just wanna know if we can go back. If we can go back. If we can go back. I just wanna know. It was unbearable. You were carried along. The bonds came into flames. We were crumbling, going over the edge with the weight of regret. Now I'm rising to fall behind. I've been holding on to your arms, and I can watch it burn, but I just gotta know if there is something left. It's all in my heart if you want it. I don't deserve it. I just wanna know. It's all in my heart if you want it. I don't deserve it. I just wanna know if we can go back. If we can go back. If we can go back. I just wanna know if we can go back. If we can go back. If we can go back. I just wanna know. I said it once, it's all that I wanted. Is it gone? The soul that I tore. I said it once, it's all that I wanted. Is it gone? The soul that I tore. I said it once, it's all that I wanted. The only one, the soul that I tore. I said it once, it's all that I wanted. Is it gone? The soul that I tore.
Alright, so that ended up going on a bit longer than I intended it to. I'm still not finished either. I've got loads more to do on here yet. I've got all this side to finish off. I want to put some more carriages and stuff down here, down this line, because that one's not going to be used. This one is, because it's the line out from the depots, so all three of those can get out that way, and these two can get out that way if they need to do. I was going to set up a little train and run a little train back and forward, but it took me that long to get this to this level. I did notice, I've just had a quick glance at the video, and I noticed somewhere down here, there it is, train signal in the wrong place. I just happened to spot it as I was just flicking through the video. Get rid of that one. Meant to be on that side. Right, so we've got loads of carriages and stuff. Loads of old rail. Got some more carriages down here. Should look good when the train's coming through here. Got a few buildings around the place and water tank and various other bits and pieces. I think it looks quite good. Sort of staging area, work area. I'll get a few trains and bits and pieces on here as well. I like these little, I've not used these before actually, these little gravel crossings. I think they work quite well. In fact, they work really well. Better than having an actual level crossing on there, which I didn't want. I didn't want to actually put a road in. We're not going to be having anybody coming in here. Just going to be purely decoration. There will be people over this side and this side though. I'm going to do probably an industrial area, possibly around both sides, and then do the housing. The main town's going to go about here. There's going to be a station somewhere around about here. And then I'm going to start thinking about where the station locations are going, but I just wanted to get this finished off first. I'm glad I've got that forester tool now, because if I'd have just put normal trees in there, that would definitely, frame rate will be a lot lower than it is already. Just looking at the frame rate now, it's dropping already. It's already in the 30s. Like, it's because of all these carriages and stuff. So I'm not going to have the whole map as highly detailed as this. I just wanted the depot to be pretty well detailed, as it's going to be the sort of main focal point in the middle of the map, really. There's going to be a lot of farmland and housing. Sort of, I'm going to do a big sort of town area, and then a few little towns around the edges. Do maybe a seaside resort along here somewhere. But it's a good start. It's a good start. I like the way it looks. Probably not going to be great by the time I get it decorated up and get a train through here. It's probably going to be a little bit low on the frame rate, but it should be alright for the flyovers anyway. I'm not going to set any people off. Not until I've got most of it decorated. Then I'll get some people going. But yeah, that's your lot for today. Right, I'll be back really soon with another one. Hope you've enjoyed this one. I'm going to record another one soon, so there'll be another episode in a few days' time. Depending on how long it takes me to do, depending on how far I get with it. I'll try and get it down to an hour if I can. I'm trying not to do really long episodes, but I keep making them. So yeah, that's your lot for today. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this one, and if you've got any questions, leave us a comment down there below, and I'll see you really soon for another one. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye bye.